Check it.
What is up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we are on the PC version of Need for Speed 2015. So as you can see, 60 FPS gloriness. It's beautiful. If we go ahead to the BRZ, we can see it's the start of BRZ, so nothing particularly special. We're going to go ahead and customize that in today's video, but there is not a lot to customize since I have literally only done a few races, and I don't believe all of the updates are actually on the PC yet. They're still yet to come. It doesn't really matter, to be honest, because I'm not going to get level 70 for quite a while, but we're going to go ahead and customize that as well as drive it and just experience the 60 FPSness for the first time. I've only done the first few races, so I haven't really had a chance to test it out, and you know, I've been having PC issues. I was going to get my wheel set up, but that doesn't work, and also overall I've just had a really stressful day. So what we're going to go ahead and do, obviously there's no wrap sharing yet on the PC version. That's going to come in a later update, so we're going to quickly just go ahead and should we make our own? I don't know. I don't know if I can be really bothered. I think what we're going to go ahead and do is we'll quickly just have a look and see if there's any changes to the wrap system at all. We'll go ahead and put it in the kind of Subaru Mica blue. That's not really what it's like at all, but we'll go ahead and slap it in that. Before we go ahead and do that, actually, it would be good if we can go ahead and stance the car as well, just so we know where it looks like stanced. I am using a mouse and keyboard because my wheel isn't working. I'm using manual 2 with it, and it turns out it's actually not as hard as you think. Alright, that's what it looks like stanced. Okay, so if we go over to the wrap editor, we go over to the decals. Now, the one big thing I was curious about is, can we move the decals with the mouse? So obviously we can look around the car with the mouse. X is to add decals. So can we find a decal we like? It would probably be a better idea if we did it on the back of the car instead of the side of the car. So if we go X, and if we go to, let's put a Wangan Warrior one on. Alright, so you've got to use WSD to, okay, that's kind of annoying. I would have liked to kind of be precise with the mouse. This is going to be pretty hard, actually. Number scale, this is fucking ridiculous. What? That really does take away from the precision aspect of things. It'd be nice if you could use the mouse at home. How do I get, like, how do I make it go slower? That's my question. Because on console you can make it go slower if you press the back trigger. Help. End. Fuck's end. Alright, so if you do press end, which it's a pretty weird button to be honest, but if you press end, you can basically make it go in slow motion, and that helps a lot with the kind of precision you get with it. But honestly, if you want to create wraps and you've got a PC, you're best probably going with a controller, because this doesn't seem awfully intuitive. I would have preferred to use the mouse to move everything around, but that's not an option. So yeah, you use a controller is my advice. The only reason I'm not using a controller is because none of them are working. So that was my first thing I wanted to know. I found out. Next thing I want to find out is, are the Volante taillights in? Of course, I haven't unlocked them yet. I don't think they are, but that'll be interesting to find out later. Now, in terms of actual car customization, we can't really do much. Front bumper, we can put charge speed ones on, which don't look very nice. We can put some splitters on. I guess we can go ahead and put the Sabian splitter on. These do look quite nice. The G-Ready one looks quite nice. We don't really want any of the Need for Speed ones. I think these ones actually do look better. I think we're going to go ahead and slap that one on. It's only $150, so that's completely fine. And then we can't put anything on the back at all. We'll go ahead and switch out the license plate. Obviously, the license plate customization is again coming in a later update. And then as for the back, I feel like that looks a bit weird if you haven't really got much on. I don't know, it just looks a bit weird if you don't really have much on. So I think what we'll go ahead and do is put the stock one on, and we'll keep that on for now. And we'll just keep it looking relatively stock. So with that being said, I think we're going to go ahead and go into a pursuit, because at the lower levels, the pursuits are actually really, really interesting and really, really hard, actually. So, in terms of customization for the car itself, we're going to go ahead and slap on the nitrous. Have I gone past it? Yeah, I have. We're going to go ahead and slap on the nitrous. We'll go ahead and slap on some time refill nitrous, and I don't know, maybe some drift tires, mid-drift tires for now, and we'll just keep it at that. I mean, there's not really an awful lot we can do. We could slap a turbo in or an ECU. I think an ECU makes more sense just because it will do a lot more to the car. So we'll go ahead and leave it at that for now. We're going to go ahead and go straight into a pursuit and see how it does there.
A few moments later.
I've had a change of thought. I'm going to go ahead and drive to Franklin Terrace because it doesn't seem like there's any police here. In the meantime, I'm just going to want to speak about the PC version for a bit. So in terms of the actual port itself, it's really, really good. I'm running a GTX 960 right now, and I'm basically playing on high settings, basically, really. And it's running at a pretty constant 50 to 60 FPS, which is pretty unreal. This is not a top-end card by anyone's standards, and it's running at a pretty high frame rate, so that's pretty good. I don't know, just overall, they really kind of honed in on that promise of optimization for PC players, because it is honestly that good. It really is honestly that good. Again, my only issues I have aren't with the PC port, it's with the game. Like the red line, I'd like to know where the red line is on the rev meter. I'd like, you know, obviously the vinyl wraps. I'd like to use the mouse to go around. Only very minor things which can be solved in patches, obviously. But you know, there's a few things here and there. And then sticky keys is a bitch also, but that's not the game sort at all. That's just sticky keys and Microsoft and being a bitch. Because I can't go down more than 2 without getting that fucking pop-up, and it's pissing me off. Okay, we're finally in a chase. That took a pretty long time actually, and we've already got 2 cops on us. I completely forgot at the earlier stages of the game that you can only go to heat level 2. Okay, well, I kind of lost the one cop, but I've still got one on me. I'm going to try lose him and get into a race. All of the characters seem to be calling me. Fuck off, I don't want to speak to you. So what we're going to try and do is going to go ahead and try and escape. Go on the freeway, that probably seems like the best idea. It's really hard using a keyboard right now as well, may I add. Because, well, you can't really shift down or up without the sticky keys coming up. And I don't want you guys to be disturbed by sticky keys. Rip my keyboard. And just as you think you're gone, there's one literally around the corner. This is actually a lot harder than I thought it was going to be for heat level 2, to be honest. Okay, we're going to come around here. Go away, I don't need you. I don't need you tutorials. I've played this game for like 500 hours. I legitimately cannot lose them. Like, I legit can't lose them. And this is actually kind of worrying. I can't lose them. We've got the stage 1 NOS. We're going to have to skirt around here. That was not a very good drift. And now we're going to NOS away. That NOS did absolutely nothing. Thankfully, the cop AI is shit. Otherwise, I would have been absolutely fucked then. I pressed NOS and it did not move. I swear it didn't move. Okay, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and go into a race instead. Feel like that would be more useful. Fuck's sake, I've been caught by a cop as well. I'll just give the fine, Okay, so here we are in the race. It's one of Amy's events. Again, obviously I'm going through the story again. You don't get to carry on your progress. So, going through the story again, and we've got Amy's mission right here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Hopefully, she's not as OP as she usually is. It does seem like she is actually. We're going to see if the NOS does anything this time. No, not really. One thing about the PC version which I find really, really compelling is the fact that using manual on a keyboard is actually really easy. Like, you'll be surprised how easy this actually is. Now, I've used a keyboard since like Most Wanted 2005, literally in 2005. Well, Underground. Well, actually it was Hopshoot 2. Tell a lie, it was Hopshoot 2. So I've been using the keyboard for a very long time, and I guess I do have some kind of expertise behind it. But honestly, I don't know what it is. Just the game and the physics and generally, it suits itself really well to a keyboard, weirdly. Honestly, the next thing for me about this game is just getting my wheels sorted and seeing how that works. Because at the moment, you know, that was the main thing I wanted to do today, but I couldn't get it working. For some reason, the T150 doesn't work on my PC. So really, I want to get that sorted, and I want to see what it's like with a wheel, because I imagine the experience would be unfreaking real. So that's my next job, really, is to see how this works with a wheel. But, you know, with that being said, we're coming up to the finishing line here. Wasn't an awfully hard race, but then again, I'm only like 3 races in, so did you expect it to be? No, not really. and we got 4Gs for it, so that can go ahead and be put towards some customization. I'm most likely gonna do more videos on Need for Speed on PC, and that's probably gonna be my main platform once I get all my recording issues sorted. The only thing that's stopping me recording on PC is literally the recording issues. If those issues weren't here, I would record much more. But for now, I'm gonna leave you guys with that. I think I've got 8 hours left of the actual fucking trial itself, and well, we've got like a week until the game comes out, so I don't know how long I'm going to be playing this now. I'm probably going to be on the console version for the most of the part, but anyway, with that being said, I'm rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed this 60 FPS gameplay. As you can see, 60 FPS, whoa! But I will see you guys in the next one. You guys have been awesome. Stay safe. Make sure to go ahead and like the video if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and peace.